The days of high growth in the world economy based on large-scale land development is over, and now we are in a period of stable growth. Reflecting this current trend, small and medium-sized versatile construction machines are rapidly replacing large ones at civil engineering work sites. Meanwhile, the need has recently been seen for the development of soft terrain such as volcanic or marshy land. In the past, little development of such land has been undertaken because of the difficulty of disposing of the wet clay and muddy soil contained in it. The Nippon-Sharyo Scrapedozer, which will be introduced here, meets the special requirements for earth-moving equipment on soft terrain and at medium hauling distances of 50 to 500 meters. Nippon-Sharyo is the leading manufacturer of construction machinery in Japan, specializing in special purpose equipment of this kind. We are sure that our long experience and innovative ideas will satisfy your particular requirements. The Nippon-Sharyo Scrapedozer comes in two models, the SR264 and the SR2000. The Scrapedozer has unique functions, the functions of a scraper and the functions of a bulldozer. It is a multi-purpose machine for earth moving, ground leveling, and excavation work. And it is a construction machine that gives outstanding performance. The Nippon-Sharyo Scrapedozer is built around a bowl in which excavated earth is loaded, with crawler-type running gear on both sides, a diesel engine at the rear, and a dozer blade up front. The operator's cab is mounted above the bowl. Inside the bowl at the rear is an ejector device which moves back and forth to push the earth out from the bowl. An apron is fitted in front of the bowl to prevent earth from spilling out. When excavating, the machine moves forward with the bowl inclined forward and the apron raised. The bowl, located centrally between the right and left crawler frames, is supported by a pair of hydraulic cylinders so that it can be moved up and down relative to the crawler frame. The main cutting edge and the side cutting edges are bolted at the bottom of the bowl and excavate earth when the machine moves forward. The operator can observe excavation conditions in the bowl and continuously excavate at a constant depth of up to 45 centimeters. The Scrapedozer is especially suitable for removing topsoil at farmlands or mines. The weight of the load in the bowl presses downward on the crawler frame so that as the weight of the earth in the bowl increases, the machine's excavating capability increases too. This is an outstanding example of efficiency and practical design in that as the excavating capability increases, the loading of the excavated earth becomes easier. The bowl capacity of the Scrapedozer is 9.5 cubic meters for model SR2000 and 7.7 cubic meters for model SR264C when heaped. It takes 40 to 60 seconds to fill up the bowl, and it can be shorter on the downslope. This is the dozer blade, which functions the same as a conventional bulldozer's. After the bowl has been filled, the scrape dozer can haul an additional 3 to 4 cubic meters of earth at a time as a bulldozer when the dozer blade is let down. During its travel, the scrape dozer can use its dozer blade to level out rough terrain to allow high-speed travel. The operator's seat is set sideways to provide ample visibility around the machine. All the operator has to do is turn his head 90 degrees to the left or right to look ahead or behind. An optional cab is available on SR2000. This cab is of rugged steel construction with safety glass windows on all sides. The front and rear windows can be opened for comfort. During transportation, the cab can be tilted into the storage position to reduce the overall height. The operator's seat, controls, and instruments are conveniently located for maximum operator ease and efficiency. The powertrain is compactly arranged at the rear portion of the machine. Model SR2000 has an engine rated at 280 horsepower, and the SR264 has an engine rated at 197 horsepower. The power shift transmission for the SR2000, an original design of Nisha, is a planetary gear type with 3 stages forward and backward for outstanding performance and durability. All undercarriage parts utilize a maintenance-free system with floating ring seals which reduce maintenance costs. The links, rollers, and sprockets are durable and larger in size, giving the best value of any other bulldozer in this class. The scrape dozer can climb up a slope of up to 20 degrees with a full load. This has never been possible by conventional earth-moving machines. It is also suitable for earth heaping, such as piling a stock of pottery materials or fertilized farm soil. The scrape dozer can operate in water up to 1 meter deep without special attachments. So for river improvement and gravel job sites, the scrape dozer can fulfill special and efficient duty. The scrape dozer is recognized as the most effective earth-moving machine on soft terrain. Thanks to its unique construction, the center of gravity of the scrape dozer is always located at the center of the machine under any working conditions. So the ground pressure of the scrape dozer is always evenly distributed beneath the machine. Therefore, it can obtain traction even on soft ground. On the other hand, ground pressure on a bulldozer is unevenly distributed, and the center of gravity tends to be located at the front or at the rear of the track frame, especially when pushing. A unique feature of the scrape dozer is the fact that it does not have to make U-turns. Therefore, it does not require large areas to turn around in, as a scraper carrier would, and so dead time is eliminated and the ground is not churned up. Let's compare the performance of the Scrapedozer with other types of earth-moving equipment. The economical hauling distance of a bulldozer is up to 100 meters. The production volume of a 30-ton class bulldozer for a hauling distance of 100 meters is approximately 80 cubic meters. The production volume of a Scrapedozer for a hauling distance of 100 meters is approximately 180 cubic meters by the SR-264 and approximately 240 cubic meters by the SR-2000. The production volume of a 14 cubic meter scraper carrier pulled by a 25-ton class bulldozer is much lower than that of the Scrapedozer. Therefore, the Scrapedozer is the most economical earth-moving equipment at medium hauling distances of 100 to 500 meters. It's a cross between a bulldozer and a dump truck. It can carry things a dump truck cannot carry, and it can carry out work in places where a bulldozer cannot enter and cannot work. The Tomei Highway is the backbone of the Tokaido megapolis, or string of cities on the Pacific seaboard of Japan. And at work here at this construction site at the foot of Mount Fuji, where the soil is volcanic loam, that is soft and sticky clay, other motor scrapers and scraper carriers cannot move. Scrapedozers can easily work on such soft soil because of their low ground-bearing pressure and powerful engines. Scrapedozers are in action and contributing to the development of the land. Here's a Scrapedozer in action at a golf course expansion project. As can be seen, it can operate anywhere as long as there is space equal to the width of the machine, since there is no need for it to make U-turns. Here are 10 Scrapedozers in action at a farmland development project. The Scrapedozer can excavate important fertile topsoil without mixing in other soil. As can be seen, the excavated topsoil in the bowl is relayed evenly to the desired thickness. The Scrapedozer does not compact the ground due to its very low ground pressure, so that water drainage of the ground is maintained well after the land development is completed. The Scrapedozer can enter work sites where space limitations or soil characteristics do not permit access to scraper carriers. The Scrapedozer provides excellent riding quality due to hydraulic shock absorbers with accumulators. The Nisha Scrapedozer is challenging Mother Earth. Currently, the need for civil engineering work is increasing in every country. Undertakings include reformation of hills and waterways, construction of roads, housing and sewage, and agricultural land development. But only a small portion of the total needs have yet been met. Now, as the need for more and improved land development is recognized and being called for, the demand for these undertakings will likewise expand. It is in these areas that the Nisha Scrapedozer, with its high earth-moving capability, will contribute immeasurably to land development, building and developing a better land for all.